Hello and welcome back. I know it's been a very long time. Um, we had a passing in the family, and it was kind of a mess. Several trips back and forth to Oregon, and honestly, I just really haven't had much going on to post new videos. This next weekend, we've got Repticon in Atlanta again, and we are going to have some bigger adult brachypelmas with us. Really good deals. So if you're in the area, stop by. I do have two sacks right now, waiting on a third, but I've got Monosyntropus balfouri, or the Socotra blue island baboon. Should be hatching here in the next couple of weeks, I guess. And then mom will take care of the babies until they're probably about 3/4 of an inch, and then I'll separate them. And then I've got another Lisi sack, but before that, let's rewind a little bit. I did have another Lisi sack, so this is actually a double clutch, and so we had like 90 good babies out of that one. We do have a Ponifelma Hensei also that we're bringing. Man, I kind of lied. There is kind of a lot going on. I've got a couple of, my friend Michael got me some green and black dart frogs. Those are really cool. So I got them set up in a nice little enclosure, and I'll give you guys a sneak peek of that here in a little bit. But I just wanted to hop on and say hello, and I'm still here, and things are good. They're getting better. Hasn't been a very good year for egg sacs, honestly, but you know, it happens. It's a learning adventure. So let's get a good look at that, and then I'll continue this video, and the continuation of this video has nothing to do with spiders or invertebrates. But I've started painting miniatures again. I haven't done this since the 80s when I was a teenager, so it's taken me a little bit to get back into it. But my son suggested that I do the whole process in video form, to let everybody know exactly what goes into the detailing and all that stuff. And so I hope you guys enjoy this part of it, and if not, just clicky. But hopefully we'll see you this weekend, and until next time, y'all take care. So this is the set that my wife is working on. Really cool ones, but I think she's got her work cut out for her, because I've already cut a few out, getting ready to prime. But they are lots of tiny little pieces that get glued together. Very cool. And I am working on my last orc. There's 4 in the set, and this is an archer. And this is after it's primed. I use a white primer because it really brings out the details. So yeah, let's carry on. Okay, after it's primed, I'm going to throw some shade on there, and I like to use earth shade for the orcs, or anything with a darker skin, because it really brings out the highlights when it's done. So just like liberally, throw that on there, and it will, because it's so liquidy, it will seek out the recesses and fill them in. I always like to start with the base first, and I will paint the base first and then move up from there. With the orcs, I like to paint them prior to putting it all together. That way I can get to the hard to reach spaces first, make sure it's all complete and nice and detailed. Yeah, you see that wash is doing its job there. It doesn't take very long to dry, this acrylic based paint. Just fill in the holes. We will see what that looks like after it dries. Let's put that off to the side. Let's get his face here. And his headgear. He's got a little skull on the top of his head. That was really thick. Holy cow. And what I'm going to do is kind of siphon some of that off, because that was a big glob. Okay, and that will dry. Like I said, it doesn't take very long to dry. Yeah. Body. I think I'm going to make this one a darker skin tone. So I mean, archers, they kind of hide in the bushes and trees and stuff, and kind of goes well with that. Let's see. Clean some of that up a little bit. This is just, this is the sloppy part right here. For me, anyways. Everybody does their own way. but this way seems to be working for me. Like I said, I really haven't done much of this since the late 80s. And I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I stopped doing it, but probably because, you know, more responsibilities. So I'll let that dry as is. Kind of clean that up a little bit. Yeah, that's good like that. Okay, these guys, I'm just gonna... This will really bring out the detail so I can work some magic with it. This very, very fragile piece right here. Borrow some of this. There we go. Okay. The quiver. I'll borrow some of that. There was a lot on the base. Now, some of this doesn't need to be done, like the inside of the quiver, because it's going to be mostly hidden. But I want to make sure I get every little nook and cranny. Okay, and that's that, and that is it for the shading. Okay, we're going to start on the base. I've got my my little homemade wet palette here. Works perfectly, except for the wrinkling. It's nice and cool, and it keeps the paint liquidy for a little longer. But I've got, like I said, we're going to work on this base. I'm seeing maybe a bone, 4 or 5 rocks, a skull, looks like a piece of a jawbone, the rock, and then his feet. So what I'm going to do is just get my white. I'm going to go brown. Black. Gray. I'll set that out here. Okay, and these are the colors that I'm going to be using. I will thin them down with the brush. And we will check back in after after I've done this. Yep, we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, well, there's the base, and it is done. I've actually added grass and painted the base of the base, which I ordinarily wouldn't do that until the very end, but because I'm doing this video, I want to make sure that you guys can see that. And then from there we will start working on the body. You will notice that I have went with a darker pigment, and I will lighten that up with thinner layers of lighter color to get my highlights, and that's called a layering, and we will see what it looks like in a little while. Okay, so we've got the base of the body complete with the dark green. I'm going to go ahead and finish some of the bigger items, the loincloth, the quiver, and all that good stuff before I start putting it together, and then putting the detail on. See, it's got some tiny, I guess, war trophies, I guess, either fangs or claws or whatnot, and then some feathers, always my favorite, from the quiver, the arrows on the back of the loincloth. And we'll get more of the bases put on, and then I'll put it together, and then we'll go into detail. So we've got him together here. I've dry brushed the highlights, so you get those muscles to just pop. Pretty sure I forgot a few steps, but this is the finished product. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm happy with it. A lot of people just speed paint, but I tell you, this took me all day. I enjoy it. It's relaxing. Let me put him with the others so we can see them all together. This completes the set of 4 that came in the box. So yeah, hold on a second. And there you have all 4. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this, please let me know, and we can do some more. Y'all take care.